Like the friendly ice cream man that's handing you a Powerpuff Girls popsicle stick with a one gumball eye has a bat in his fucking ice cream truck. Is ready to go at any moment. I was trying to make a joke that we're an ASMR channel and it failed miserably. Welcome back to Fruity Cereal. And then Kevin, why do you better take cover? Immediately angry. I want to confront you, Kevin, though, Lea. Why do you start every episode like it's your mixtape?
I don't know.
Why are you over here being like, into the unknown? And it gets my goat.
Because sometimes I'm just in a musical mood, you know?
Never in daily life are you ever in a musical mood. It's only when we start the show.
No, it's only when I take my special legal medicine.
No, it's not, Kevin.
Yes, it is. I do. It's true. I do. When I take Delta 8 THC, which is perfectly legal, I feel a little more musical. And I just happen to usually do that before we start our podcast.
I love it. I love it so much. Can you not tell? I love it. Anyway, welcome back to Fruity Cereal.
Oh,
Kevin's album is out on June 18th.
I'm doing what on June 18th?
Kevin's album is out on June 18th.
Oh, yeah.
June 18th. Speaking of which,
oh my god, wait, should I make an album? Oh my god.
Kevin, don't even think about it.
Oh my god. No.
Speaking of music.
But what?
2 nights ago, I went out with a friend of the channel, Brielle, former host of 5 More Minutes Mom. We went to a Disney trivia and karaoke night.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was a blast. I got a pair of Mickey ears that are on my kitchen table upstairs. I forgot to wear them. But Brielle actually came in 3rd place out of like 72 people in the trivia, and she won a $25 gift card.
Well, not to brag, but when I went to a Disney trivia night at one of my local bars, I won.
Not to brag, but brags.
And you know why I won?
What?
You know what was the winning question that that was the only person in the bar who knew? The question was, what species is Rafiki? And everyone in the bar wrote down baboon, but I wrote down mandrill, and that won. That was the correct answer.
That's obnoxious. Ew. Fine. Well, I want to give you a taste of like the ridiculousness of some of these questions. One of the questions of which I was the one to have gotten it. Which slipper did Cinderella lose at the ball? Her left or her right?
Focusing on feet, are we?
No, that is like the level of specificity of like the questions that they were asking. And
they never asked anything as specific as that at the trivia night.
Oh yeah, no, it was like insane. And Brielle came in 3rd. So like there was, oh my god, there was this one girl, I can't remember her name. It was like Brie or Briva or something like that. She was undefeated. She stayed in the top spot for the entire night. And I'm a little bit afraid of her. And if I ever saw her in a dark alley, I think that she would stab me with magic.
I'm not afraid of her. I'll take her on. Because I want Disney trivia too, bitch. Bring it on.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, there's no mug of the day, but look at my fancy little coffee tumbler.
Oh, is that the one from
Etsy.
Is that from it's from Etsy? Oh, it's not, that's not from the Disney store?
No, it is not from the Disney store, although it should
From
be.
Shop
And what
Disney?
the fuck is on it? There's something
Because
schmutzy on here.
when I went last time I went to Disney Springs, sorry, I was about to say Downtown Disney, but it's not called that anymore. It's called Disney Springs.
Yes.
The last time I went down there, I saw a tumbler similar to that of Wanda, but it was like the mural of her in the like the statue of her inside the Mount Wundagore.
Oh, Wundagore? Ooh,
Mount Wundagore.
fancy.
Yeah, it was like that outline of that statue, like on like a red cup.
Very cool.
It was cool.
I like mine better because it's a snow globe.
True, and Wanda likes her sparkles. Speaking of Wanda, And Multiverse of Madness. The Multiverse of Madness. I mean, let's face it, that was the real title of the movie.
There were 2 questions regarding that at trivia night, and I was in like the few people
really. They included Marvel in this trivia night.
They included Marvel, Star Wars, theme park trivia. It was.
Did they include Avatar? Did they include Fox?
No, they did not. But the song I sang at karaoke was from Anastasia, a Fox property.
Okay, but Disney has. That's one of the Fox, their acquired properties that they're like openly adopting, like as their children. Like there's Avatar, there's Anastasia,
there's Titanic,
and the Titanic. Yeah,
they have a lot of Titanic merch on the Shop Disney store now.
And Jack and Rose, you can collect them in the Disney emoji game.
Yes, that's another property that they're like money.
Yeah, yes. And also The Simpsons too, I guess.
Are they? Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they're mostly on Disney Plus.
That you can pick one of the Simpsons as your own Disney Plus icon. So yeah. I guess Ice Age too. I guess Ice Age is kind of like their like. I don't want to say
own this. I guess we'll use it.
Yeah, Ice Age is the one that they're like, okay, yeah, you're here too. It's like Avatar. They're like they're like, you are my child. You are my precious. I love you. I always cherish you. Ugh. Anastasia, they're like, come here, kiddo. Yeah, everyone thought you were one of us anyway.
Anastasia, when they acquired Fox, I was so excited for the Anastasia merch that was going to drop. We got a woman's shirt, a mug, and a pin, of which I own none, and I'm very mad about that. Wow. I want more Anastasia merch.
They'll probably make it. And then they're like with Titanic, it's like, Titanic, how could we forget you? Oh my God,
it's 25 years. Everything's the 25th anniversary merch. You can buy a hat for, I think, like $30 fucking dollars on shopdisney.com with just the logo from the movie on it. $30 for a baseball hat? Sit on my ass. Yeah. Sit on my ass.
Yeah, and then with The Simpsons, Disney's like, hey, come around here, yeah. America's favorite animated family. Come here.
Yeah. Dinosaur.
Y'all make jokes at us. All right, we get it. Yeah, we're in on it. Yeah. Okay. And then with Ice Age, they're just like, oh, hey, kiddo. Yeah, I guess you're here too.
Was school?
Yeah. How was school? How many movies do you have? You have 5 of them. Wow, 5. They got to 5. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hey,
I hope you had fun.
How about we make you a 6th one? Would you like that? We'll put it on.
Are they making a 6th?
No, they had a 6th one. The Adventures of Buck Wild. That was it was a Disney Plus exclusive.
Never heard of this. Okay.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too well. Yeah, it wasn't too popular. So they're like, yeah, we'll give you another movie. We'll put it on our streaming service. Yeah.
And with Dinosaur, they're like, who?
Well, not the ride.
Why do you still have that at arm's length away from you? Like, why was that so easily accessed?
To be honest,
I never like more than 10 feet away from it.
No, I just never put it away.
Oh my good God! Anyway, Kevin, I believe you have some stories.
I don't have a spot in my room for like my pin collection. I should probably get one, but I don't.
You really should. I got 2 giant ass pin boards that are like full to bursting.
I think I'm gonna get a denim jacket for my pins.
That would be cool. I would say don't wear that unless you have locking backs on the pins, because you're going to lose a bunch of them. And if you have the locking backs, prepare to feel every pin.
Oh yeah, I know about them. Allison has those for her pins.
Yeah, those are good, but they can also damage the pin. It's like I gotta love hate. I'm very specific with my pins.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure I told you 100 times, but I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the podcast. My friend Mandy made a name for herself as the Disney Pin Girl because she would go to the theme parks wearing a literal dress covered head to toe in Disney pins.
Just like
people thought she was a character in the parks. They thought she was like, she did work for Disney, but not in that capacity. So she was like constantly getting stopped.
Character in the park.
That's how I met her. I thought she was the Pin Girl, and she was
Pin Girl coming to Disney Plus. This fall.
Oh, I miss pin trading so much.
It's not too late. It's never too late, Connor. It's never too late to live out that. I don't know, you could still pin trade. Disney's still making pins, clearly.
Yeah, I know, but I don't live in Disney anymore.
But maybe, I don't know. No.
Maybe you and I can trade when we get together at some point, because that seems unlikely. I don't think we collect the same kind of pins.
Okay, well, anyway, sorry. I'm just thinking about plans for the future because, I don't like where I live. Anyway, let's move on with my segment. Sounds gay. I'm in. First off, Happy Pride, everybody! Woo!
That's right. We've achieved our final form. It's June. It is Pride Month.
It's Pride Month. I still have. Okay, it is kind of a little disturbing. I have this in
I always open this fucking fan backwards.
Oh my god! Yeah. I don't have the figures on it right now, but yeah, everyone is awesome Lego set. Yeah, I was keeping my Disney minifigures on here.
Kevin, how long has that set been out, and you bring it out every June?
I never put it. Honey, I never put this away.
I know, but you only photograph it in June. I
do photograph it in June because I like to keep the tradition of like showcasing. I like to show progress because, like, when I first. When I first did this photo shoot, there were very little characters that were like, actually that were LGBT on there.
Sure.
But then, the following year when I did, there was a lot more. That was much more explicit and much more like recognizable and not, a technical, because I used a lot of, it's a technicality for the first time I did it because I wanted to make it look like there were more characters. Like I put in Wolverine and I put in Cyclops, which like I think technically they're gay, but they're bi. They're in a bi love triangle. Sorry, not love triangle, throuple with Jean Grey.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this here because I dumped a bunch of stuff on my table and I gotta. So I can't.
I often wonder how many people watch the show and like read my face as you're talking about your interests, and they're like, "Wow, Kevin really fucking." Does not keep Connor's interest at all. I know I look genuinely disinterested, but I am listening. I promise.
Okay.
I realize I'm looking at myself in the camera. I'm like, wow, what an icy bitch.
You just have resting bitch face. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I know, but I just want you to know I'm not like, ugh, this again. If I am, it's for a bit.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to our first story, shall we?
Oh, Screaming Pride Month wasn't your first story?
I mean, I guess, okay, the first and a half storied.
Sure.
Okay, because that wasn't really a story. It was just, it's Pride Month, and yes. Anyway, iconic meme actress comes out as bisexual, and the internet is loving it.
I think I sent you this? No.
Maybe. I don't know. But Brazilian actress Renata Sora, possibly best known for the meme of a woman looking confused by mathematic equations, has come out as bisexual. The Twitter response quickly followed, hailed as incredible bisexual news. The announcement has gone down a storm with the assembled telenovela fans, memes, connoisseurs, bisexuals, bisexual and can't do math. Finally, representation for me, one wrote. In the most full circle moment, people who have been using the confused math woman meme to describe the actress figuring out her own sexuality.
Yes, absolutely makes sense.
Oh boy, this is great. Oh my god, I love this. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Elliot Page on writing his upcoming memoir, Page Boy. It felt like the right time. Elliot Page has opened up about writing his upcoming memoir, Page Boy. With the highly anticipated book set to release on June 6th, Page opened up to people about writing the deeply personal piece of work. I didn't think I could write a book. Books, particularly memoirs, have really shifted my life, offered me inspiration, comfort, been humbling, all those things, he explained. And I think about this period of not just hate, but our healthcare. It felt like the right time. Trans and queer stories are so often picked apart, or worse, universalized. So I just sat down and it came out. And I just didn't stop. I just kept writing.
During that whole segment, I've just been spiking my camera, like making real uncomfortable eye contact with the audience. So,
yeah, don't do that, Connor. That's not what actors do.
Actors, what am I? I'm a pharmacy technician. Jesus Christ!
But you were one once, weren't you?
I've forgotten that part of my life. Don't go all Mufasa, remember who you are on my ass, Kevin. Don't you fucking dare.
Remember who you are!
Don't even start with me.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, real cool. Way to go, Elliot.
Very cool, Elliot.
Yes, I cannot wait.
I know we've discussed this before, but I genuinely want to know, are future releases of Juno going to include his dead name? Like the 25th anniversary DVD?
Maybe not. I think, you know what? I think the movie studios, I think they will, like, for re-release. Because obviously, because like that's his name.
You can't do anything about what's out already.
Yeah, you can't do anything, obviously. But like, to use his dead name, like, even though he went by that name, you know, at the time, you know, it's still dead naming, and like, because that's not his name. Like, as far as you guys are concerned, like, you know, it was
even
never
from
his
like
name.
a respect standpoint of like, oh, we want to honor Elliot's wishes and not dead name and all that sort of stuff. People might be genuinely confused when they see like, who the heck is dead name Page? Like I've never, like, I know Elliot Page, but like people might be thinking that they're two separate people when in fact it is the same person.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just like, it wouldn't be
the technicalities of, you know, changing your identity.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a technicality of that, I suppose. But I don't know.
These are the questions that keep me up at night.
Well, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
All right.
Japanese court rules against same-sex marriage ban in major win for LGBTQ equality.
Love to hear that. Okay.
Yes, congrats, Japan. This is an amazing step. The ruling, welcomed by activists and supporters outside the court, follows Japan's main opposition, the Constitutional Democratic Party, or CDP, submitting a bill calling for same-sex marriage to be legalized.
I think CDP means something else, but I'm not allowed to say it on camera.
Lead lawyer on the case, Yoko Mizushima, spoke to journalists and supporters following the ruling, saying this has rescued us from the hurt of last year's ruling that said there was nothing wrong with the ban and the hurt caused by what the government keeps saying. All right, yeah, so this is awesome. Except, like, I will admit, when I first read the title of the article, I got worried because it said Japan rules against same-sex marriage. It's like, oh, same-sex marriage ban.
Yeah, you have to finish reading the whole sentence, Kevin.
Yeah, it's but yeah, this is really cool. Congrats to Japan. Again, more progress in Asian countries. I'm seeing a lot of articles about that, and it's very like, it's like very nice to see.
That was very kawaii of you. I don't know Japanese.
Kawaii of me or kawaii of them? Wait, what?
Pick one.
Okay, sure. I guess that was very kawaii of me.
Okay.
Maybe I should be a weeb again. I don't know. Should I slip back into that?
You were the worst.
I was
the worst when you were a weeb. I have never told the story on the podcast.
Of how I Naruto run across the hallway. I'm pretty sure you've said that.
Across the stage at a rehearsal for whatever show we were doing. I had the video on my old flip phone, which is long since gone. But yeah, I have a video of Kevin doing a Naruto run across the stage. I think it was Into the Woods. And it was just everything you expected from Kevin in those days. It's just like, oh yeah, that's typical Tuesday for Kevin, doing a Naruto run.
Yeah, oh my god.
And the fact that it wasn't even with a friend, it was just you in your element.
Wow, you're really coming for me today.
Yeah, where's that wig of yours now? Snatched?
But speaking of
traumatizing life events.
No, but speaking of anime, I'm just like, I'm kind of surprised that, like,
Speaking of anime,
we were just now.
I mentioned one anime, and that's speaking of anime.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Fine, continue.
Okay, because like it's just, I'm kind of surprised that it took Japan this long to legalize same-sex marriage because like of how popular yaoi is. That wasn't really a joke. I
don't know. Are you absolutely shitting me right now? Did you really just say those words?
Okay, okay, that didn't really sound right. But it is a popular genre in Japan.
Kevin, please continue with another story, please.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was incredible.
Boys love. I'm sorry. What?
Okay.
Latvia elects Edgars Rinkevics as its new president, making him the European Union's first openly gay head of state.
Love. Okay.
Yes, Edgars Rinkevics has been elected Latvia's new president by the country's parliament, making him the European Union's first openly gay head of state. The 49-year-old, who currently serves as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, will take office July 8th. He will also make history as the first openly gay president in the Baltic nations. I am honored and humbled to be elected as president of the Republic of Latvia. I will do my best to serve the people of Latvia well, he wrote on social media on May 31st. I thank members of parliament for their trust.
Kevin.
All right, see?
He's going to serve the people?
He's going to serve. Yeah, serve the people. Yes, oh my god.
No, like, Leon, serve the country.
Good for Latvia. You guys have your first gay president. Like, you beat us to that. Like, good job.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yes, honey. But yeah, okay. So progress in Europe as well. Yay!
We love that. And all during Pride Month?
All during Pride Month, yes!
Okay, chill.
Okay, I know. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little too baby girl right now.
Oh god, not the baby girl again.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Here's a fun story for you poor, unfortunate souls. The Little Mermaid makeup artist offended over criticism that a queer person should have been hired instead.
No, because we've had this discussion. Ursula's makeup had no energy.
Yes, we did. Like, I saw this tweet that he made when it happened in real time. I was there.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. I think I even quote tweeted it too, but I will. I'll get to it. Peter Swords King, which I will admit, dude, that is a fucking sick ass name.
Yeah, definitely. That's like a D&D character.
As bad as your makeup job was for this movie, like, you have a fucking killer name.
Jesus.
Like, Peter Swords King. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dungeons and Dragons King.
Kevin, continue.
All right. The makeup artist for Disney's live-action adaptation of The Little Mermaid is offended over criticism that a queer person should have been hired instead. Led by Halle Bailey as Ariel, the film also stars Melissa McCarthy as the iconic sea witch Ursula, whose aesthetic, including her eye makeup, jewelry, and body type, was inspired by the late drag queen Divine. As a result of Divine's drag origins, several drag artists have openly criticized the film for not hiring a queer makeup artist. In a response to a video of McCarthy transforming into Ursula, Drag Race alum Carrie Colby opined or pinned? How do you pronounce that word? Anyway, whatever. She said, absolutely why we should hire up-and-coming queer artists with a pulse on the present and a vision for the future more often. In an interview with Insider, King admitted that he didn't draw on outside influences such as Ursula or the original in the original animated version or Divine's signature aesthetic, and that he finds the criticism of his work very offensive. Why can't I do as good a job as a queer makeup artist? That's ridiculous. It's trying to claim it, and that's trying to claim it, and that's fine if that's what people want to do. If that's what they want to do. but don't put people down because they're not what they want it to be.
I'm actually gonna side with Peter on this one.
Really? You're siding with Peter Swords King?
Yes, Peter Swords King. I'm actually gonna side with him on this one because he showed up, he did his job, he did it to the best of his ability, and now people are just being like, "Oh, you're not gay, therefore your work is invalid."
Okay, but this was the best of his ability?
Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed in it as well, but at the same time, it's like, why is he being shamed for not being a queer person? And here's the thing, if he was a queer person and he still did this, like, would we be saying the same thing? Or would we be like, snatched mama, yes, got your bussy? I don't fucking know. I don't speak gay.
Connor, I think that the reason people know that he's not queer is because of the makeup.
Yes, I know. The joke part, though, Kevin, I'm trying to put to the side. I'm just like, I don't know. He did his best. It's not great, but it feels like we're like completely invalidating his existence simply because he's not a queer person.
Okay, but he said, why can't I do as good a job as a queer makeup artist? It's like, I don't know, dude. You tell me. This is what you gave us.
I don't know. I don't know. I still think I'm going to be on his corner with this one because I feel conflicted. I would like to have seen more energy in Ursula's makeup, absolutely, but at the same time, I really don't know how to feel, I guess.
I don't know. It was a bad makeup job. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, take the L, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you might have won the Oscar for it, like, for something else. I don't remember what he won the Oscar for, but he did win an Oscar for makeup. But to be fair, so did Suicide Squad. It wasn't for Suicide Squad, but I don't remember. Anyway,
yeah,
this movie's not gonna win the Oscar for hair and makeup.
Yeah, definitely not.
No. Maybe y'all will get that original song one that you guys clearly want so badly all the time. Disney.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even that they want it. It's just that they're just like, let's go for it. Scuttlebutt.
I know, but I just wish they would include the Broadway songs.
You have them on the albums. Calm down.
Yeah, I know, but it would have made the movies better. Anyway. Okay, so last story. Liverpool will host Kyiv's annual Pride March on behalf of the Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Liverpool will host Kyiv's annual Pride March this year, with the city's own march being held jointly with Ukrainian organizers KyivPride. It is currently illegal to stage marches in Kyiv due to Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, with this year's event having solidarity and unity at its core. The announcement comes just a few weeks after Liverpool hosted the Eurovision Song Contest on behalf of Ukraine, which organizers said gave a massive boost to the city's LGBTQ scene.
That's interesting. Something I did not know I would learn today.
Wow, that's a naps. We love it.
Damn.
We love you, Ukraine, sweetie.
Anytime I think about what's going on in the Ukraine, I just get like super duper sad because I have a friend whose entire family are like refugees from this thing. I don't want to bring the mood down. Let's keep talking about happy gay stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, that's really, yeah.
I'm out of coffee.
But, you know, this is nice. This is a nice thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so that concludes my segment. Sounds gay. I'm in.
That was surprisingly short this week. Okay.
Well, yeah, I really did try to I have noticed I have been going a little overboard, so I have had to like cut a few things that like,
well,
you know.
Now we get to talk about all sorts of fun stuff and make fun of each other for another like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Okay. What? Okay, is the library open?
So I know I've mentioned this 100 times to you before, but never on the podcast. There's this event that happens in North Carolina every autumn at the Land of Oz theme park in North Carolina.
Right, yeah.
And I think I've mentioned this to you before. If I came to visit you, do you think it'd be feasible for us to drive a little distance to go to this event and like have a gay old time?
Yeah, probably.
Get some PR photos on the Yellow Brick Road?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I would love to do that, and I would love to have you with me while I do it.
Okay. Yeah, mean, we could do that in August, I guess.
In August, yes.
You said that's when it is, right?
In autumn.
Oh, autumn. Oh, my bad. Autumn.
Autumn at Oz. It's like a yearly thing. It's called Autumn at Oz, but it's like a big like cosplay thing, but it's mostly just for fans of the Oz universe.
Right on, man. Right on.
Mostly the movie. It's always mostly the movie.
Right on.
And we could possibly meet friend of the channel, Tori, if she's up for it.
I was about to say, yeah, Tori.
Let's schlep her down there.
Yeah, Tori. We'll skip down the yellow brick road like we did in our thumbnail. Except without Lea Michele, though. I don't know how we're going to get her there.
That's not impossible. We could get Lea. She's going to be done with Funny Girl all the time.
Oh, yeah, because of COVID, right?
She tested positive for COVID a second time during this fucking run. This girl doesn't know to not... Oh, my God. Twice! Lea Michele got COVID while doing fucking Funny Girl.
Wait, didn't you get COVID twice?
No.
Oh, you only got it once?
I only got it once, but it kicked my ass. It really, oh my God, it laid me the fuck out.
I got it once, and I was fine. It was just a light fever.
Oh God, I had like 103 fevers, like terrible nausea. Oh my God, it was, yeah, I was on what's that drug? Paxlovid. I was like, it basically kept me out of the hospital. Like, that's how bad it was.
And my forehead just kind of felt funny.
Your forehead felt funny? What, like hot?
Yeah, like kind of hot, like funny, like that.
A fever.
Yeah, but like that was it though. Like it wasn't like I wasn't like, constantly like, sneezing, spouting mucus. And
we need to talk about something buzzworthy to make clips out of. Otherwise, Nick's gonna beat us with like a wooden bamboo stick or
That's
something.
True. I saw. Okay. I saw into the spider. I saw Across the Spiderverse yesterday.
Into the Spiderverse.
Across the Spiderverse, the sequel.
Isn't that the movie with the Beatles music?
No, that's Across the Universe. This is Across the Spiderverse, Connor.
Sorry. Okay, how was it?
Well, it was actually surprisingly a lot like Across the Universe, just with spiders. And I'm kidding.
Just with spiders.
Yeah, it's the exact same movie, but with spiders.
Okay.
No, but also ironic. Spiders eat beetles. Anyway, or no, beetles eat spiders. That's right. Well, actually, no, it's both. Yeah.
It's just whoever gets there first.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, whoever's bigger.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. As I was saying, yeah. So that movie was really good, and yes, you do see the Protect Trans Kids flag that we saw in Gwen's bedroom. It is in the actual cut of the movie.
Okay. Well, in the American cut of the movie.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, there was actually. Oh, the first 20 minutes of it were actually like about Spider-Gwen. Like, minor spoiler, but like the first 20 minutes of it were like about her.
Oh.
So
she survived that fall?
Connor, this is not that Gwen Stacy. It's
I thought it was Gwen Stefani.
Connor, that's that old lady that pretends to be that's that white old lady that pretends to be Japanese.
Madonna?
No, that's that white old lady that pretends to be British.
That's that white old lady that pretends to be relevant. Retire already.
Damn.
I don't know if I told you this. Like, Kevin is to Kenneth Branagh what Connor is to Madonna. Like, blood feud.
Yes, truly.
Anyway, how was the movie?
Oh, yeah, so it was really good. Yeah, it was amazing. Disney better be prepared to lose Best Animated Feature for a second year in a row.
I would love to see that happen. I do love it when Disney loses.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. I'll talk about something in a second. Yeah, but so the movie was really good, but I had a hard time hearing some of the dialogue in the movie.
Oh.
And a lot of people also had a hard time. I've seen a lot of articles about like, people saying that they can't hear what they're saying in the movie. And so, yeah, I guess that might have been like a sound mixing issue.
Was it like, in what way? Is it like people talking over each other? Is it people like mumbling?
There was some people talking over each other. There was like some like, sometimes it just was just really quiet. The dialogue, the audio was really quiet.
That's upsetting.
Like too quiet to make out what they're saying. Yeah, so I do think that this was like a sound issue. But honestly, that's like the only issue that I have with the movie. It was like that's the only one. As long as you are aware that this is part 1 of the 2-part movie.
Oh, okay. That's important to know.
Yeah, because the movie was originally going to be called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. But then they decided to just change it to Across the Spider-Verse, and the sequel and the next movie is going to be called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just, good lord, if you thought that the first Spider-Verse movie was like an insane mess of like, you know, all this multiverse crossover bullshit,
this one is
gonna blow your mind. Like, there's so many little things in this movie too. Like, just like from a nerdy like standpoint, it's just like all these little like there's like a whole bunch of little things for geeks to geek out about.
I love that.
But it's an actually amazing, beautiful movie too. Like, it is just so incredible. Like, visually, it really, honestly, it makes the MCU look like shit.
Whoa, okay.
I'm sorry, but like, it makes it look like garbage. At least in the visual department, it makes it look like garbage. Because, like, these are comic book characters. They should be colorful. They should be bold. They should be full of life. Not just with those, like, lines, that weird pattern with those lines that go like that. It's like, you keep doing that, MCU. Stop it.
That weird pattern with those lines. What
yeah,
do you mean?
it's like it goes like diagonally down, then like horizontally down.
Oh, like
vertically down. Sorry, vertically down, and then diagonally down again. Like, you know, they do that pattern, or like diagonally the other way. It's like they do that pattern for like almost all the costumes.
I think I know what you mean, but
yeah.
Okay.
Did I say horizontal when I meant to say vertical? I think I did.
It really
anyway, yeah.
Math words.
But yeah.
What would you give it out of 10?
Oh God, I'd have to say 9. Like,
damn,
just one off, just for that sound, just for the sound issue.
Okay, very cool. No popcorn bucket to commemorate it.
Okay, here's the thing. I bought the last. Well, actually, it wasn't the last. I bought a Guardians popcorn bucket because I didn't get that the first. The last time I was at this movie theater was at AMC. Because the last time I went there was when I saw the Little Mermaid, and I got the Mermaid popcorn bucket. And I saw that they still had like a bunch of the Guardians ones left over.
And you snagged one of them.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one of them next time I'm here, because like I wasn't gonna buy 2 popcorn buckets the same day. I'm sorry, I'm not that crazy. But
how many popcorn buckets do you own at this point?
Ooh, probably. Well, I'm not gonna say too many, but like some that are good and some that are not, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, when you say popcorn buckets, like, do you mean like novelty ones, or just the ones that just have the characters printed on it?
Okay, you just outed yourself as a hoarder just by saying those words. Because why are you holding on to the non-souvenir ones?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell them. I don't know.
Kevin, are you able to turn your camera around and show us the like pile that's in the corner behind your camera?
No, I will not do that. You already see my piles. I got piles everywhere. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
This is, oh, jeez. Oh, speaking of stuff, your Lego collection in the background reminded me. I texted you the other day about this Lego set that I really wanted, and you were immediately like judging me for it, even though you're the Lego boy.
No, here's the thing. No, okay, for context's sake. Okay, so Lego recently announced for their Lego Ideas program, which is basically like fan submitted like Lego ideas. That's what the whole thing is. It's pretty self-explanatory. But they announced that one of their 2 next Lego Ideas sets that they're going to actually make, one of them is based on the movie Jaws,
which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Which is one of Connor's favorite movies of all time.
I really needed you to repeat that because I didn't think they heard me.
Jaws is one of Connor's favorite movies of all time.
Yes, 3 times. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and the ship consists of the orca and a brick-built version of the shark. What?
The ship consists of?
Oh, and
the set consists of?
The set consists of the ship, the orca.
Yes. 3 minifigures and the brick-built shark.
3 minifigures of Quint, Brody, and
Hooper.
Hooper, yes. Thank you.
I still don't own the Brody Funko Pop. I've got everybody except him. It's my own fault at this point. He's been out for years.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was really excited about this set, and I told Kevin, I need 2 of these, please. One to build and one for posterity. And Kevin was just like, why do you need 2 of them? Also, it's just a shark.
That is not what I said. That's not what I said. You are misquoting me. I will not take that slander.
Where the fuck is it? Hold on.
Okay.
I said,
so here's the thing.
Okay.
I knew about this before Connor sent me the text of it. I knew about it because I keep up with these Lego news and stuff. I keep up with all the leaks, all that jazz.
Yeah.
So I knew about it, but probably before Connor even knew about it. So, but definitely before he sent me that text. And I was going to text it to him. I was going to show it to him and tell him about it. But then I remembered that every time I show him some kind of Jaws merchandise or ask about or like ponder about any potential kind of merchandise, Connor's response is, Connor always says, well, it's just a shark. Like,
because if you're going to merchandise the movie Jaws, there's a difference between the Jaws logo with a picture of a shark on it and the shark from Jaws. Like, it's a very distinct look, feel, everything about it. And I've seen too many t-shirts with just a fucking shark on it. And I'm like, I'm done. I want the shark from Jaws, please. Give me Bruce.
Well, here's the thing. That's what I kind of thought that you would think about this Lego set.
Here's the thing. It gets a pass from me because it comes with the orca, it comes with the minifigure, so you know that this is the shark from Jaws, even though there's no real like detailed way to like make the shark. It's a brick built shark. You can't really like make it look super unique.
Well, actually, because it's brick built, you can.
I mean, I guess, but like all the little details,
because here's the thing, there actually is a great white shark mold. Like it's like a really big shark mold. Like it even has like a feature where you can open its mouth and fit a minifigure inside.
Oh.
I have one that I could pull one out, but you know, I don't want to get all into that.
We don't have that much time. I still have to hyperfixate.
Okay, right, exactly. But anyway, my point is that I feel like they could have easily just included that shark mold into this set, but I think they made it a brick-built shark, you know, to make it more unique and more special, and also to make the shark bigger too, because it's supposed to be, because you know, it's the Jaws shark. This isn't just any
40-foot shark.
Yeah, this isn't just any great white. This is the shark.
Yes. Although it has been dethroned in like, you know, recent cinema, like as like no longer the biggest shark on camera.
Well, like, obviously not, but
not with like the Meg and the Meg 2 coming.
Yeah, the Meg 2, where they're a trio now. They're Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
One? There's 3 Megs.
Yeah, there's 3 Megs.
The Meg 2, and Meg Griffin. Like,
I mean, I guess her name could be Meg Griffin. I don't know. That's the name of the 3 sharks in Meg. Meg 2, and Meg Griffin.
Anyway, Kevin, if we could please, just please stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
God. Anyway, talk about Legos some other time. Kevin, right now, I want to talk to you about ice cream on my hyperfixation of the week.
Yay! Ice cream.
Ice cream. Kevin, it has been 80 to 85 degrees up here recently, not including the days that we've had thunderstorms. And I have been hearing the iconic Mr. Softy or whatever jingle going up and down my street. Okay. That's how you know summer's here, right? You know,
did you know the ice cream song? Actually, wait, I want you to continue.
The ice cream song is trademarked?
No, that's not what I was going to say. But I want to let you continue. I want to see where this is going.
There's no way you know where I'm going, so I want you to continue.
No,
there's no way you know.
No, I think I do, actually.
Okay, let's get into it. Kevin, let's talk about ice cream trucks specifically. when we were growing up around here, we probably mostly had Mr. Softy trucks, right? You've seen them going up.
I think so.
So yeah. Mr. Softy is a recognized brand, mostly in the state of New York. But if you go into specifically like Manhattan, like New York City, you're going to find two very distinct ice cream truck brands. You're going to find Mr. Softy, or you're going to find New York ice cream. But you're never going to find both at the same time. Do you know why that is?
Are they actually owned by the same company?
No, they are in a blood feud with each other. Kevin, let's dive on in. Okay, so Mr. Softy and New York Ice Cream, two very different brands, have had a turf war going on that ranges back to 2013.
What?
Yes, the first New York City ice cream employees used to work at Mr. Softy, the company. In 2013, they were upset about high franchising fees, so they decided we're going to split off and we're going to make our own ice cream trucks, and we're going to call it New York. Actually, we're going to split off and make our own ice cream trucks, and we're going to call them Master Softy. That seems like a little risky move there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
okay. Nearly everything about these trucks was identical to the Mr. Softy trucks, except for one letter. Like, that's just rude, right? So Mr. Softy sues them and wins the case, and now they're like, okay, we have to rebrand ourselves. We're just going to become New York Ice Cream. They've got these really cool looking trucks. They've got like, purple and pink and green and all sorts of different colored trucks. Compares very much differently to the iconic white and cream of Mr. Softy's trucks. In 2015, they changed their name to New York Ice Cream and changed their truck design. Now, both companies have areas that they've claimed where other trucks are not welcome. You are not going to see a Mr. Softy truck between 34th to 59th Street because they have been muscled out of Midtown by New York Ice Cream. And it's not just like, hey, we want these streets, get off of them. No. Individual drivers have fought for their own corners, and according to one driver, every ice cream truck has a bat inside. A bat, Kevin, like a baseball bat.
And is that a normal thing?
It is. With these trucks, it is normal. It is average every day. If a Mr. Softy truck shows up in Midtown New York Ice Cream employees will surround the truck and bang on the sides and the windows until the truck leaves. Yes, like physical harassment and
like they summon them like the Pied Piper or something.
No, Kevin,
or not the Pied Piper. Like, I don't know, like Ratcatcher. Well, the Ratcatcher actually is based on Pied Piper, isn't it?
Holy shit!
Anyway,
Kevin,
whatever. Let's go.
No, like these, like it's gotten to the point where like they have specific ice cream truck drivers who are being told, keep an eye on our streets. If you see a truck that's not ours, get them the fuck off our streets by any means necessary. It's absolutely, Kevin, this is ice cream trucks. Ice cream trucks. They're trying to feed the children, and they've got bats in the trucks. In 2017, Mr. Softy Company hired private investigators to spy on New York ice cream drivers. One private eye involved in the case was a former Marine and worked with the Secret Service, and he compared the whole affair to a mafia turf war and said that his crew had even been threatened by pipe-wielding ice cream men.
Oh my God! What?
That's a direct quote. That's a direct quote. Pipe-wielding ice cream men.
What the hell is going on with these ice cream trucks?
I know! It's absolutely fucking nuts. The turf war seems to have cooled down in the post-pandemic years, but there's no guarantee that there's not going to be a day where they're just like, hey, let's kneecap somebody because they're in the wrong area at the wrong time. Like, it gets to the point where, like, even if they take a shortcut through Midtown, New York, like, Mr. Softy trucks are going to be harassed. Like, it's bad.
God, what the hell?
I know. I just thought it was absolutely nuts that, like, the friendly ice cream man that's handing you a Powerpuff Girls popsicle stick with a one gumball eye has a bat in his fucking ice cream truck. ready to go at any moment.
Ready to fucking bust the kneecaps of any, like, New York ice cream. I was going to say New York ice cream.
But yeah, that was my hyperfixation of the week. I was just so flabbergasted. Kevin, it's ice cream. And these people are like the fucking Sopranos. It's like, so fucking wild. I thought it was absolutely nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that this isn't like, in the 50s or 60s. No, this is like a relatively recent era in time. This was like 10 years ago that it all started.
Jesus. So like 2010s.
Yeah, 2013 is when the Master Softy trucks became a thing. And they changed their name in 2015. But yeah, I was just laughing hysterically reading the story. It was just
good lord.
Absolutely nuts. It's about and then of course now I need to know, where did you think I was going at the beginning of this?
Oh, I thought you were gonna point out that the ice cream song is racist.
Turkey in the Straw?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to talk about that one because I'm white. But it is rooted in a racist song. But here's the thing. There are so many different ice cream truck songs because several of them are copyrighted. Like Mr. Softy has their own jingle that is their jingle, and same thing with New York Ice Cream. But then you're going to find the not like licensed ice cream trucks roaming around, specifically around here in Greenlawn at least, like playing Turkey in the Straw, playing Do Your Ears Hang Low, all that sort of jazz. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, what was the song that you heard playing on the ice cream truck when you were growing up?
I think it was like Turkey in the Straw. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Or maybe it was like boom, 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 boom. Or, I don't know.
What was that?
That was a weird noise. I'm sorry. That was not accurate.
That was a misfiring heart monitor in Huntington Hospital.
Jesus Christ.
God almighty. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
No.
Flatline.
No. That's not what I was going for. It was like okay,
do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Do they tie them in a knot? That one?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I was gonna say that, but I think it was like off from that.
Well,
slightly.
Don't forget, you and I had very different upbringings as children. I had the lower class ice cream trucks, and you probably had the fancy bougie ones with the solid gold popsicles. So.
Okay, no, I did not. The ice cream trucks around my
they
house
were platinum, Connor.
Were trash.
Right.
Were trashy too. No, they were trashy too.
When you were a kid, did your parents allow you to eat ice cream from the ice cream trucks? Because I was not allowed.
I think I could if I came with them, if they were there with me.
Oh, you couldn't like go by yourself because they might be like, "Ooh, snatch child." Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. But I actually made a TikTok about this about a year ago. I don't know proper ice cream truck etiquette. I do not know how I go about getting a piece of ice cream from an ice cream truck, unless it is like parked out in front of my school. Listen to me, I'm 31. But like, unless the truck was visiting school or work or wherever it was, how do I get them to stop? How do I purchase something from them? Do I have to call ahead? Do I have to meet them on a certain corner? I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I want something from these trucks. And it's really sad.
Don't you have to like chase them?
That goes against everything I learned as a kid. Chasing after pod days is like getting a taxi in New York City. I just waved my arm. That makes sense, I guess. But again, I didn't know this. I'm thinking I'm like a 7-year-old kid. I'm not going to be like hailing down a stranger in a car. Like my mother would shoot me on sight.
But I think that's what a lot of kids think that you had to do, or at least
I guess.
Yeah.
But I just was like, I can count on one hand how many times I've had a frozen treat from an ice cream truck. One hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably the same. Maybe. I don't know.
One
of them I remembered was like I remember like my earliest memory of one is like getting like a WWE popsicle.
Those were very popular. They were like ice cream sandwich on a stick, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, they had like, Macho Man Randy Savage or The Rock or something printed on them.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of the anything that was like a shaped license one with the gumball eyes. Yeah, I never ate the gumballs because I had bruises.
Jimmy Neutron, Sonic,
Bubbles, SpongeBob. There was a Mario one at one point. I really loved that one because it was like a cherry ice. Oh my God. But one of my other favorites, this one, I didn't get an ice cream truck. I got it at my summer camp. It was a shark It was literally just called The Shark. It was a lemon ice pop, and I loved it so much, and I don't know where to get one anymore.
Aww.
Very sad. Also, if my parents get anything frozen from the grocery store, it's like fucking Marino's Italian ice. Like, it's okay, but they only get the cherry one, and then it looks like I got like a Joker smile for the next 4 days. You know what I mean? That fucking food dye gets all over your face, and you're like, how did I get these scars?
Yeah,
And the wooden spoons have more flavor than the ice. You know what I'm talking about? You can taste the wooden spoon that I'm talking about just thinking about it.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Hated those things. Oh, God. And Pod Daddy just injected his opinion. Luigi's brand is better, but they're never on sale, so we never get them.
Okay, I guess.
Now that I'm done screaming and yelling about ice cream, Kevin, did you want to say goodnight?
Yeah, I wanted to follow up on just one more thought that I had about Spiderverse that I never really got to say. This movie kind of made me realize how bad Multiverse of Madness is.
Really?
Like, despite Elizabeth Olsen serving Kavant as Wanda Maximoff, this movie made me realize, because I always knew how dumb her plan was, because I was like, oh, well, why didn't she just go into an alternate universe where her kids are alive and she doesn't? But, that could still create problems like the incursions and stuff. This movie fucking does exactly that!
No shit, really.
Well, not with Wanda. Not with Wanda. With a different character. With a different character in a different universe. But, they did that and showed that there were still consequences.
Huh.
So, it's like, why couldn't... And then I just thought about all the other, crazy multiverse things that were in this movie and about how the ones in Doctor Strange barely came close at all. Like, in Doctor Strange, we go to, 3 different universes? One that's kind of cool, one that sucks, and then one that's, a dimension, between universe thing?
I think so.
That's it? That's all we get in this multiverse movie?
Well, one of them had, what's his name? I almost said Bill Murray. What's his name, Kevin? Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell in it?
Yeah, that universe has Bruce Campbell, and that's a win.
That's a win. Okay. That's a win. Yeah,
sure. Also, those fucking pizza balls that America gets, they look like deep fried testicles. They
do, but I still want one, though.
Of course you do. On that note, have a wonderful fruity day. Oh, thank you so much for joining us on Fruity Cereal. As usual, I'm sorry for Kevin. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry for you being like that. If you want to... Okay, if you're watching
the perfect time to announce I am leaving Fruity Cereal. I'm kidding. Well...
If you're watching this on YouTube, please drop a like. Please drop a like.
Yes, please drop a like. Leave a comment. I love engaging with you guys when you comment on our stuff. I don't know about Kevin. He might hate you. So,
well, that's because I read the bad comments.
Kevin, don't do that. You're going to give yourself heartburn.
I know.
If you would like to follow us on social media, you can do so across all social media, once again, including Facebook, as we rebuild from the ground up, at Fruity Cereal. That's fruity like the fruit, cereal like the number. And you can get us on all of podcast. You can get us while I'm having a stroke. You can find us where you get all of your podcasts on Spotify, Acast, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio.
Yes, and make sure wherever you're streaming this podcast, make sure that you leave a review and rating for us.
It is a big help when we get those reviews in.
It is.
If you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so at Connor K. Fitz 92.
And you can follow me anywhere at It's Kevin O'Lear. That's ITSKEVINOLEAR.
Fantastic. Kevin, I had such a wonderful day, even though we spent most of it talking about freaking Spiderverse.
Spider-Man. Whip whip.
Oh,
you
gosh.
can have your cake and eat it too.
Fantastic.
If you get 2 cakes.
Thank you again for joining us on Fruity Cereal. We will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. right here on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network.
Stay fruity! Woo!